And we are live. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is T-Bone here. I am streaming on YouTube right now for the game Era of Chaos, which I haven't covered in a while. But on YouTube, you haven't seen me upload the videos in a while. But I still play it, and just wanted to check out this new feature that I noticed today when I logged in. And that is, if you take a look when you log in, you'll see that there is this little chest symbol. Turns out that they've enabled an auto chess type feature, and I thought that would be kind of cool to check it out and see how it plays. So I played a game today just for my first time, and then what I thought is would be good if I played it through and sort of walk you through how the game mode works, and also what are some of the rules, and also what you can do. So if you're not familiar with auto chess, it's basically a game mode where the pieces will play on their own, but you sort of determine the formation and also what units you bring. And the idea here is you don't actually have to worry about synergies as much. You don't have to worry about upgrades or anything like that. All the units are equal, and you all start out with the same sort of constraints. All right. And so you can take a look here in the initial screen. This is where you can go into the rules. It tells you basically, all of these different rules, including, like how the units work and everything. There's a lot to read. And so I figure instead of, reading through everything, I'm just going to kind of walk you through this. Now, when you go through the heroes, I don't think it actually really matters what hero you use, because you're not going to use their spells. So that's the first thing I noticed. So really just kind of pick your favorite. There is going to be some sort of a synergy bonus if you pick the featured faction, and that's going to be Castle. So in this case, I guess let's go with I guess we can go with Roland, since I don't have Roland. So let's go ahead and use him. This is where you can also pick any you can pick any unit here. I guess there isn't Roland, or maybe it's just ones that we have. Okay, so let's go with Kendall then. Kendall's a castle. So I can go ahead and select a hero. Again, it really doesn't really matter. And so castle is going to be the main one. And you can see here, all of these units, they have one cost. Units have different costs depending on their rarity. And everybody will start with one. I'm not sure what the currency is going to be, but one amount of money that you have. Okay, so you start with one, so you're going to pick any of these, and you want to try to get as many as you can so that you can get them up to higher level. So I suppose since castle is the one that we go with, so let's go and go ahead and purchase Pikeman. So once you've made your purchase, you can take a look at my cart set. When you bring it up, you can see what your hero is. You start with 100 health, and you can also go up in experience. Right now, we're not going to do that. And then here's the units that you have. If you want to sell it, just press on it, and then you can sell anyone you don't want. So once you've purchased it, we're going to go into battle. First couple of, and then you're going to go and just kind of put in here. Notice that there's nothing else you can do here. There is, I think the first 2 or 3 rounds, you're going to be facing up against bots. Okay, so this is not against anyone else. And in case there's no real life players, I think you'll also just kind of get paired with random units. But basically, it kind of goes on, and you keep going, and you keep building up your team. And so the general the general strategy really is to try and get as much synergy as you can. And in the beginning, I guess you'll want to have at least one tank and one attacker, and ideally if you're going to go with castle, that's great, because what you can do here is take a look at the roster. It tells you, what groups they are in, how much they cost, and also what bonuses you get. So if you get a group of units together, so for example, if we get two castle units, then we're going to increase our unit damage by 10% when you're facing a 1-man or 4-man unit. And then the list goes on, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then you can also add other types of synergy in here. So you can do rampart, etc. So you can kind of read through all of these and then kind of choose your favorite. And then you can also sort of see what the bosses are. So there's a bunch of information here, but we're gonna go through and we're gonna play. And I think for me, I'm probably gonna go with a Centaur in this case, with the intent to sell afterwards. So we're gonna go ahead and purchase. You do want to make sure you get 2 units on round 2, because you're able to you're gonna be able to play 2 units. Yeah, let's go ahead and battle. I'm gonna save my my coin. I'm gonna use the term coin from now on. So I'm gonna save my coin for later rounds. So this is where a balance between how much you spend every round and also when do you invest and what units do you actually go with, it actually will sort of matter. But in this case, we're just gonna play. We're gonna try and see how high we can go. I think the goal is to reach 50 rounds, and with auto chess, the number of units you can place on the board is going to be 10. The maximum number is actually 10. So normally the game allows you to place 8 units, but in this case you can actually go up to 8. And going on a streak is going to be good. Okay, so here it is. So we have pikemen again. So you can get multiple copies of the same unit. And what happens is if you get 3 of the same one, they all start with 1 star. When you get 3 of them, then they're going to get upgraded to 2 stars. And then if you get 3 2-star units, then they get upgraded to 3 star, which is going to be the maximum. And we also have 2 troglodytes and also a marksman. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a pair. Okay, so the good thing to do here is to pick up pairs. So you can try and get a 2-star early. And I will pick up a marksman for now just because it's a castle unit. And let's see, so always take a look at a card set so you can see where your experience is. So you can see bottom left, you need 4 more experience to go up to level 4. Right now we're level 3, so we can place 3 units, but it costs 5 to go up by, it basically costs 5 for you to go up by 5. And so if you spend 5 coins now, you're kind of actually wasting your coins when you could be using your units. I'm going to go ahead and place one of these. You could also do this. You could also place 2 of the same units if you want to. So like I could do something like this, right? But you don't get the benefit if you do that. So by placing these 2, now I get an additional damage for my castle units. So let's take a look and see. I think we're still on bots, right? So the first 3 rounds you're going to be facing bots, and then we're going to be going to the real thing. So the plan here is, since it's going to cost 5 to go, really it doesn't make sense until round 8. Okay, so round 8 is where you're going to, no, 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7. No, after round 7. After round 7, you're going to level up to level 4. That's when you should save up 5 coins to go up 1 more level so you can go to level 5. So you can have 5 units instead of 4 units. Like, you want to try and maximize your coin as much as possible. All right, so let's take a look. So we have a storm elemental, so that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the storm elemental because he's gonna be strong, being a rare unit compared to a common unit. And you can see, so like every round we gain an experience point. So 4 rounds later, we're gonna automatically go up to level 4. So I don't need to spend more, and I don't have any other cards that will give me something. So we're gonna start with this, and I think I might do this. I need a tank, and I think Storm Elemental is going to give me a little bit more damage overall than just a single 1-star marksman. So the goal here is always you want to try to get to 3 stars if you can possibly, right? 2 stars is going to be the easier route, and it's going to be cheaper in the beginning to go with the 1-star units, but I mean the common units, but you're gonna eventually want to start going for the rares and the what is it called? The rares, and then the legendaries, and there's one between the purple, right? Basically you have like the blue and then the purple and then the gold afterwards. And so we are up against the troglodyte. We might actually lose here, so we're actually going to lose our first round just because we don't have good enough units. You can take a look, they already have 2-star pikemen and 2-star troglodyte, so that's the difference here at the beginning. My opponent got pretty good cards in the beginning. Okay, so now you get to choose a spell, and I'm going to choose an earth arrow so that I could choose an earth arrow so I can stun. So I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, so now let's take a look, and we have 2 goblin centaur and we have 6. So I'm gonna pick up the centaur, and I'm also going to pick up the 2 goblins. Like I said, your goal is to try and get 2 stars if you can, right? Alright, so let's go in here. So we lost, and every time you lose you're going to get some health deduction. It depends on how many units are left on your opponent's board. So what should I do here? I'll probably be losing. I'll probably be losing the first few rounds, and that's okay. Because if you go on a losing streak, I think you're also going to gain more coins. And so in the first few rounds, if you don't get really good rolls, it's okay. Like, you don't have to be too worried about not losing. It's going to be the later rounds that's going to matter. So use this time to either go into a streak or just, you know, or try to build up your team. So like, don't worry too much if you end up losing. And it looks like in my case, it's I'm most likely going to lose, and that's okay, right? I'm gonna see, like, I'm gonna be on a two round losing streak, and I'm gonna lose 2 points right here. It would have been ideal if I could have taken out the sprite there. So I'm gonna lose 2 health, but like I said, in the beginning, that's not too bad because I'm still getting more gold every time. So now I am up to 7, and okay, so I have a pikeman here. So I'll purchase that, and now you can see I have 3 of them, so it's now going to be a 2-star. I also had 2 goblins. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the goblin here. And so now I have a 2-star goblin. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm going to go ahead and battle here, because I'm going to wait until the next turn. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to get my free upgrade, then I'm going to have another round, and then I'll upgrade there. I'll upgrade then. Alright, so 2-star. I should probably do this instead. I should just go and use my 2 stars. So I'm going to use my 2-star goblin, 2-star pikeman. I'm going to get rid of centaur pretty soon, even though I can get a 2-star there. But I'm just using this in the beginning, and I'm going to probably rotate out for a paladin. If I can find a paladin, which is going to be a purple unit, then I'll go for that. So this is going to be another losing round for me. My opponent is up to level 4 right now, but that's okay because next round we're going to jump up immediately to level 5. So we're going to jump to level 5 here. And my opponent already has the Earth Elemental here, so we're probably not even going to be able to take out 1 unit. We're probably going to end up losing by probably more, because if they have 2-star units, we're going to lose by more. So let's see if it's going to be 4 or 6. So we lose 5 because they do have a, oh my gosh, look at that. They already have a 3-star skeleton, right? So it really depends on your luck of the draw here, but that's okay. We're still 92, so we should be okay. All right. So we're gonna go, oh, experience went up by 6. So that was a little bit unexpected. I forgot that the experience required actually jumps by a bit. So we're gonna go up to level 5 next round. So I'm gonna pick up a pikeman because I already had a few of those. Ice Elemental is actually really good, and I have a troglodyte, so I'll go ahead and pick that up. Alright, so the thing I don't have is I don't have a good tank, and I could roll, but I want to save my coins for that. Okay, so I've got basically 3 attackers right here. This is not likely to win right now. Like, I don't have good ones, but we're gonna build up. We're gonna be building up our team, and we're gonna slowly turn this into a winning streak. So let's hope so. At least fingers crossed. Let's hope we turn this into a winning streak. But right now I don't really have good synergy here, right? I got dungeon, and I've got castle, ramparts, and I've got you know, oh my gosh, I forgot that, the faction, stronghold, right? So I don't really have good faction synergy right now, but we're gonna get there. And this is going to be okay. If we can take out 1 unit here, then we don't lose too much health. But again, like, we're losing on a streak here, but we're not losing too much health. Like, we're only losing 2 here, but we're gaining 6 coins. Now again, I'm assuming that we're gonna be able to streak here. So now we're gonna go ahead and level up. So we're going up to level 5 now, and let's take a look at our units, right? So if we take a look at our units, this is what we have right now. We don't have really good stuff. Unicorn isn't really going to help me much, although we do need, you know what I'm gonna do? I don't have good tanks, so I'm gonna roll once and see what we get here. Okay, I mean, I have Behold. I get Beholder so that we could, and I have Griffin. I have 5 here. I could pick up a Marksman. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, this is where we have to sort of make a decision on what we want to do, right? Feature faction is Castle. We get more if we have that. A Marksman. I don't have a tank, but you know, like this is really not doing me much good anyway. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up a Marksman, and right now I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up a bunch of things. I'm gonna pick up a Griffin as well. I think I could. Yeah, good. Okay, and so let's see. So we've got a Griffin, and we're up to 5 right now. We don't have any. We don't have any defenders, but I think that's gonna be okay. So the question is, probably do this. Okay. Now I kind of wonder if it would have been better to. No, let's go with this. Now let's see how we do here. So we are now on. We're now level 5. We might still be facing opponents who are level 4 because we leveled up kind of on curve, meaning like, you know, I level up just, I use my coins so that we level up right, you know, just right, so that we don't get any extra left over. We might turn this into a win, hopefully. It's just that we don't have very good units, right? So like my opponent already has airship here, so like the number of units that we have may not actually matter because we might just have less amount of damage available compared to my opponent's units, which are higher level and stronger. So we're gonna have to use this time now, stay at level 5, and try to build up our units a bit more. So we actually ended up winning here, so that's good. Chris Viper, our skeleton's good, so they're all about like the same. So skeletons are a 1-star unit, that's a common, and they are part of the, you know, Necro faction. So if you can get a bunch of Necros, then that'll be good. Like right now, I am just sort of all over the place, to be honest with you. I'm gonna sell this because I don't really need Sword Elemental. Like I'm not going with any. I don't think I'm gonna go with any of the. I don't really think I'm gonna go with these units with Conflux units. Ice Elemental is one I was going with, but let's see. So we got 2 whites, Monk, Orc. I'd rather pick up a Monk. So I basically start building up my castle faction. And so let's see. The problem still remains that I don't have any good tanks right now. And I might actually eventually sell out my Troglodyte and put in something else. Like, you just sort of have to sort of like play through. Okay. We're doing okay right now. This is what round is this? Round 7, I think. Round 7 or round 8. Okay, so now we have opponents that are also level 5. So I think we can probably last a couple of rounds, and then we're soon going to start be able to purchase other spells as well. So picking your spells is also going to be important. Some of the ones that are really good are like ones where you can summon the dead, because they really distract your units a lot. You can't control your heroes, and so the spells are going to matter a lot too. So picking the right spell is going to be important here. Now, of course, this is only my second game right here, and so can't say that I'm necessarily any expert or anything like that at it right now. And having no good tanks right now really puts me at a disadvantage. So, but I just didn't think that having a 1-star Centaur really is cutting it. So we're hoping to get our Paladin, or even Crusader is going to be okay. Okay, so there's another pikeman, so I do have to purchase it. Okay, so we're gonna work towards our 3-star pikeman. I guess I'll pick up the marksman because I have that at 2-star. So 2-star marksman might actually be better than a 1-star beholder. And let's see. So we have 7 right now. We need 13 to go up. So I'm not going to waste my coins right now. So let's go ahead and battle. So we need to try and get to level 6. You want to try and get to higher level as early as you can. Or actually, maybe it would be better for me not to use my Griffin just yet. Maybe let's go 3 across. Yeah. Let's see how this works. So like I haven't. Oh, and this is the boss round. Okay, so probably like round 10 or something. So like I play, I play auto chess in other forms, and so this is really interesting to think about because this one actually has sort of your faction synergy, right? And all of the units still will use their specific skills and everything. And so sometimes you can see that, for example, if you were to go with all tower, for example, you would actually see some pretty good tower synergy. Right, so we won that one, but then again, we should have. Okay, good. So we got Swordman, so we're gonna get that for sure. And we have Pikeman. Right, so Pikeman is gonna be our. We're gonna try and get our 3-star. So we have two 2-star Pikemen now. If you take a look, so we have 2 of them at 2 stars. So if we get one more 2-star Pikeman, we'll get it to 3 stars. And that's gonna be our goal here. Okay, and we are at 3. I could actually go to level 6 right now. I could go to level 6. I think I'm probably going to sell this one. Sell Ice Elemental, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to level up twice. So now I'm going to jump up to level 6. That's going to increase my chances of winning. We have 1. You know what? Pick up a Troglodyte, since I have some of those. Like I was kind of skipping them, but since they keep popping up, might as well use them. Alright, so here I do probably want to go like this. Probably something like this, right? So I have now... So I now have my castle in one lane, and I've got some... Castle in one lane, and I've also got a... dungeon in another. Okay, but we're going to be hit by the griffin that's on the bottom lane that's going to come across into our back line. So hopefully we will be able to survive this with my 2-star pikeman. And I think we will, right? And so now, so like having the swordman already makes a big difference, just like some survivability, and we're doing okay now, right? We're not like stomping by any means, but we're doing okay. I think we should be able to take on the swordsman here, and between in this situation we should be able to defeat the swordsman. I mean the marksman, unless they're really high level. Okay, we just barely won there. All right, but it's still a win. A win is a win, so we'll take that. Jason Fox, you think you're leaving Legendary? Thought that this would be a better option. What are your thoughts? So my honest opinion for this game is that if you are able to play free to play, I think you'll have a lot of fun just kind of chugging along, and joining a good guild is going to be very important. There's a lot of games out there that have really good really good options for free to play. I enjoyed this one as well. I play a lot more of the other game though right now. Genshin Impact is what I play, but there are a lot of different choices. Legendary is definitely way too expensive. I have to agree with that. All right, let's pick a spell here. So Necromancy summons skeletons to aid your fight, and they're level 6s, and they last through the entire battle. This is actually going to be a pretty good one. So I'm going to choose this because it's going to cause some problems there. Okay, so we got Minotaur, so I'm gonna pick up the Minotaur. Oh man, so there's a Troglodyte monk. I think I'm gonna have to pick up the monk first, even though I have a Troglodyte. So this is where let's see. I think this is where I could probably let go of my goblin. I don't think I need it anymore. I'm going to pick up the Troglodyte. So I could also now go with dungeon. I could go dungeon castle. Magic airship is good if you go for a tower type card. This is also a Forbidden Arts class, and what this does is it'll do frost bombing, and it will basically target area with ice bombs. I mean, it's a good unit. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of all. No, I'm not gonna get rid of my Troglodyte. So I got Troglodyte. I got rid of. I don't think I'm gonna need that, to be honest. I'm gonna pick up the magic airship instead. I think I prefer that. All right, so we have 2 left, and we still have we need to get 25 in order to get to level 6. So there's gonna be a little bit. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we want here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think magic airship. I think I do. No, I don't think I switch out yet. I'm just kind of picking up so that I could be prepared for future rounds. But I don't think switching out any of my units right now is going to be the ideal. We gotta deal with the vampire up top lane. Okay. And so here's the thing, right? Like this mode is so different than your regular game mode for Era of Chaos. But this is what I enjoy about it, is that this is a purely free-to-play format where you don't need to invest in any of the units. You're just playing based on what they give you, and this is why I enjoy like auto chess type games. It's really purely based on skill, like how you manage your currency and how you manage your synergies and stuff like that. And planning ahead, knowing like what you want to do with your units, that's all going to be very helpful. So I really enjoy that aspect. All right, so the only thing I don't know is like how quickly your currency grows. All right, so we got another swordsman, so we're definitely going to purchase that. And we got pikemen, so we're going to purchase that. Notice I'm not actually rolling a lot. I'm not actually doing a lot of refresh, because that's just really wasting your coins. And I'm also going to start putting my experience into my currency into experience. So I have leftovers. I'm going to start pumping into it because I want to get to level 7 quickly. All right, so let's go with this now. So we're actually doing okay here, but I'm kind of curious. So like, so with 2 dungeon units, we increase the damage by 8%. I see. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay here. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna kind of keep going here. Although like I'm not really upgrading my units a lot right now. That's the thing I'm concerned about, is I've gone now about 3 rounds without actually upgrading my units, and we're most likely going to lose this round to our opponents. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to definitely put one more in the defense, and I'm kind of thinking like, should I just take out one of my castle lanes in favor of putting in a defense? So like ideally, I should have at least 2 defense. But if I can deal enough damage and kind of punch through, we should actually be okay. So you gotta see what happened. Notice what happened is I'm summoning those skeletons in the back, and it's distracting all of their backline. So I was able to actually turn this match around a little bit. I thought for sure I was going to lose this, but we're able to turn it around. So that's good. Now I'm waiting for the paladin. That's going to be my or I got Minotaur, Paladin. Like those are going to be my good ones. Alright, so we got monks, so we're gonna purchase that so we can get it to 2 stars. Okay. Vampire Gremlin card. I'm not picking up any of those units. I do need 1 more swordsman. Okay, so let's go ahead and battle here. So let's see. So we got 2-star, 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 and our pikeman is actually getting close to 3-star here. I think this might actually be unnecessary. Like I might actually just sell it. Like I was thinking, like I might want to use it, but I think it's probably going to be better for me to stick with 2 factions. I don't think you want to go 3. I think 2 factions is going to be good now. So we're going to stick with. There's a paladin I saw, right? So my opponent has paladin, bone dragon, and dendroid guard. Come on. I haven't seen any purples yet. And my opponent also has the same spell here, so you can see like those skeletons. They really can sort of be a big distraction here. Okay, so we're able to take out their Dendroid Guard, and their Paladin's going to be a big problem for us though, and also their Bone Dragon. I was kind of hoping that my pikeman would be able to take care of the Bone Dragon a little bit better than that, but hey, we're actually doing okay. We're able to take out their paladins, I think, and now what's left is just okay. Can we deal with their marksman? All right. So this is where the power of having more 2-stars and so forth is going to be a little bit better to your advantage. Like I've been winning streaking right now. I was a little bit surprised, honestly. But you know, I'll take that. Okay. Ah, this is gonna be an expensive one. Cavalier is gonna be important actually. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get rid of my magic airship. Like, as much as I would like it, I don't think I'm gonna be using it. And if I don't get any more upgrades to my, if I don't get enough upgrades to my dungeon units, I might actually end up selling them also. Okay, and so we're gonna go in this battle, and then we're gonna get at least 5. And so what I can do is I could level up next round. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to do? I think maybe for now I'll do this. A 1-star purple and a 1-star orange actually sometimes can be more effective than a 2-star common, if played right, like if you have the right synergy and so forth. And so let's see, we're up against the boss right now, and hopefully we win this. So that will give us at least 5 coins, and we can use that to go to level 7. Assuming that we don't find something that is going to be really expensive that we want to purchase. We'll see. And so the thing with auto chess is, like, you know, especially if you want to go to like 50 rounds, like this is a very different format where you're just playing against random people instead of, like, you know, playing with, like, you know, a group of 8. And the goal here is to go to level 50, so it could take a long time too. So you really need to be able to spend some time to sit down and play. Okay, so we got 8. Got another troglodyte. Let's see. So I can get my troglodyte to 2-star again. Monk. First, let's go ahead and get ourselves to level 7, because we can do that. Okay, so we're gonna go to level 7, and now we're. Okay, I'll pull the mic a little bit closer so that it'll be a little bit easier to hear. So now my choices are go with monk or go with a troglodyte. My thinking right now is that a troglodyte, I have one at 2-star. I'll get another one at 2-star, and I have a monk that is currently 2-star, and I'm far away from 3-starring it. Is there a unit that I could part with is the question. What's gonna be better for me? I think in the long run, I'm gonna benefit from having more monk, to be honest with you, because I might actually need to start getting rid of my dungeon. We'll see. So we're at 7, and I'm gonna do 2 across like this. I think that's gonna be okay. I could even do this, right? So like you can also do something like this. You can play 2 of the same types, 2 units of the same type in there. Okay, so I haven't seen Leprechaun yet. Not that I probably wouldn't get it anyway, because I think I'm gonna focus on just 1 or 2 factions. So he tried to go Sandro in full Necro. He didn't do as well as Roland with a random mixed group. So I'm not sure how much the hero. This is honestly my second game, and I didn't think that it made that much of a difference in terms of the hero. Although the faction definitely matters, and I think it's not necessarily just a random group. I think it really matters. Like getting your units leveled up is going to be the most important. Getting your units leveled up with the right faction synergy is going to be really important. Now I can't remember what Necro does. And I also wonder, like, it might be whether it's better to go full single faction or two factions. We're on a 7 winning streak, so that's good. Okay, so I already have Animate Death, so I don't want to do that. Bloodlust, Petrification, Ice Bolt, or Lightning Bolt. I think I go with. So how much does Lightning Bolt cost? I forget the chart. I forget the mana cost with that. Petrification will petrify all of them for 3.6 seconds. So do I do... Lightning Bolt's going to be better for players with big units, but they're likely not going to have that big. I think petrification might be better. So did I scroll to the right to see the full roster of heroes I can choose? Yes, I did. You can only you can only see 5 at a time. You won't be able to see more. Oh, there's another beholder, so I should get that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get the beholder, and then we're going to pump our additional coins into our experience. I had a choice to pick up an iron golem as well. I almost wonder if this is gonna be better. Like, let's see if this is going to be better. Let's see. So beholder will increase the amount of health that your units have, and they I think also will I think it might also deal some damage. Look at that. 2 Dendroid guards and a behemoth here. I don't know that my chain lightning would have done that much damage to them, but hopefully it'll cast Petrify so we can stop them, and we can. And what is that? What is that unit over there? Is that the? That's not the black dragon. Like I haven't seen a unit. The dragon one. I'm seeing some new units I haven't actually used in a while either. Okay, so this is going to be, I think, our first loss. There's just too many purple units for us to get through. The Dendroid guards and the behemoth is just proving to be a little bit too strong. But hopefully we can take out this behemoth here, so that we can at least reduce the amount of damage that we take. No, so that was 8 damage. What? Oh, I clicked on that and it didn't show me. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up a Minotaur. Like, where are my purple units? So the vampires are good. Like I generally don't play the Chargers game too much. And this is where I have to make a decision too. Like, I'm not really using my like units I'm not really using. I'm gonna have to start thinking about getting rid of too. The thing I'm considering is whether or not I still want to use my Cavalier. Whether that's better or if I should just put it up on the top lane. I probably should put it on the top lane, and I think what I'll do is it's just that these are like 1-star rare, they're not even rare, they're just uncommon, like 1-star uncommon units. They're not really going to be able to hold up against these units here. Yeah, I clicked on the unit. I should have just clicked on stats to see what that was. That was my bad. I'm sure I'll see it again, so we'll take a look. Probably should have picked up Medusa also so I could get 4 dungeon. But I'm hoping that we can get like a black dragon or something. That would be really sweet. Yeah, so the Black Knight on the bottom is making good work of my Minotaur, but we're able to defend right there. So I think we're gonna be able to come out this one with a win. So we're actually doing okay. Like it started really rocky. Like it was really sketchy in the very beginning. I was really concerned actually. Okay, so take a look here. We've got. Okay, so we can pick up a pikeman. And 1 more pikeman and it will be at 3 stars, so that'll be good. Oh, the scrolling thing, like it keeps clicking on it. And I'm going to again pump experience into again. So let's go battle. So we're around 19 right now. This actually seems okay. So once our pikeman goes to 3 stars, that's going to give us a little bit of a attack boost. And okay, so we're gonna check the stats. Look at this guy: Black Dragon, Bone Dragon, Angel, Paladin. I mean, like, that is some luck in rolls. And Leprechaun. Jeez. I think I've seen just like 1 or 2 purples this entire time. But yeah, let's not forget to take a look at the. Let's not forget to take a look at what kind of dragon that is. I mean, like, look at that, like Angel. Like the thing is, like, Angel revives, and that is such a great unit to have here. And you can get Angel to, you can get 2 Angels. I've seen in my first game, I saw somebody with 2 Angels, and they're just like reviving each other. I ended up winning that particular match because I had just more units that are higher level overall, but I saw two angels there. Okay. So we ended up winning here, even though my opponent had like much better units than I did. And so let's take a look at the stats and see what's going on here, right? So my opponent had Beholder, Angel, Bone Dragon, Paladin, Leprechaun, Black Dragon, and Red Dragon. Is Red Dragon actually in the game yet? I didn't think it was. Okay, anyways. But I think the problem here is, like, if you take a look, there's not a lot of synergy, right? So there is... we got Dungeon, Castle, Necro, Castle. I think Leprechaun is what? Rampart? Black Dragon's Dungeon. And Red Dragon is, I don't actually know. It won't show me. And so having the oh, there's a Black Dragon. Hey, finally. Yeah, so having the synergy is going to matter. Now, do I pick up a Heartbeat to get my 4th? No, I already have... Let's see. I already have 4 dungeon, right? 1 Troglodyte is going to be 2 Beholder and Minotaur. That's 4. So I don't need more. Okay. What I might do is, if I find a Manticore, I might replace that. Red Dragon was supposed to be an upgraded form of Black Dragon. Yeah, so like in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, right? But I don't know if it was in the game, like in Era Chaos. Anyways, where are we right now? 14 out of 40. Turn 20 now. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch this out so we get our 1, 2, 3. What do I do? So our Swordsman's at 2 stars, so that's good. Pikeman is almost a 3-star. I think we'll go with this. Red Dragon upgrades to Black Dragon. Oh, okay. That's right. Because we were talking. I remember we were talking about that. How they came out with Black Dragon when they should have come with Red Dragon and make it awaken to Black Dragon instead, but they didn't follow that. I remember now. I remember we were talking about that. Okay, so here's the boss. We got 4 Cyclops that are. Oh, what is their special name again? They're not Cyclops anymore. If you put them with Yogg, I forget the name of them. But man, they're tanky. Jeez. We may not even make out of this round alive. We're gonna have to. Come on, let's at least take this one out. If we can take out the middle one, then we have a better shot at it. And I mean, like, the heroes, they're still casting Necromancy. Come on. And we're down to our last 3. Black Dragon is holding his own against the Cyclops here. So we're probably gonna end up losing. I don't want to say for sure, but there's a chance that we could lose the boss round, and that does happen generally in auto chess type games. But usually, if you have a good enough team to beat opponents, you shouldn't. So this boss round is actually kind of tough. Like, you need a lot of DPS in order to take it out, and we're probably gonna end up timing out here because there's no way that my single Black Dragon is gonna be able to deal enough damage to take it out. But what's nice here is my little skeletons from my Necromancy is actually distracting the skeletons long enough that it's not actually attacking my Black Dragon. So I'm able to at least take that out. So I'll have a little bit reduced damage. I won't take. I think I'll probably take. I don't know. Will it deal 2 damage per unit? If it does, then I'll take 2 damage rather than 4. But let's take out these little skeletons. We're definitely gonna time out here. That's too bad. Go on. All right. Let's see if we can play a little bit quicker too. I mean, like, this is gonna be a long match just because, like, it's a very different format. So, like, if you really want to play well, it's going to take a while. So each of these would have dealt 3 damage. Okay, so there's another Minotaur. And we get 2-star there. Good. We'll pick up the swordsman also. Should I pick up the swordsman? Or should I level up? No, I should level up. We'll level up, and I'm gonna take a look now. Now I'm really thinking. I'm thinking what I should do here. What is the unit I'm not really using? I don't know. I feel like I need to pick up the swordsman. Okay, so Troglodyte is at 2-star. I'm probably not going to use Troglodyte. You know what? I'm probably not going to use Troglodyte, so I'll sell one for now. And I'll pick up another swordsman because I have a chance to, if I can upgrade my swordsman to 3-star, I'll do that. I might also end up selling my marksman. I'm not sure I really need that there. You wonder if that's the original Luna or the nerfed one? Hey, who knows? It's not like they have the same skills anyway. So there's the red dragon. I got not sure if it's just gonna be out in the next update. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen red dragon anywhere else. Is the original Era of Chaos as good as this? It's a very different game actually. So this is a very different style here. I mean, like the overall sort of like fight scene that you're seeing here is very similar. It's the same where you have two teams up against each other, but generally it's going to be 8 on 8. And you're not gonna have like this sort of like path to like choose your spells and upgrade your units. Like this is a very, very different game. But I would say that it's a lot of fun. Era of Chaos is a lot of fun if you enjoy it. So I already have Undead Army, right? These are level 7. No, it's not Undead Army. I have Necromancy. Okay. Time Stop, Infernal Flame, Prayer for Heal. Time Stop. I think it's gonna be. I think having more. Oh, here's an angel. Haha. We'll pick up an angel that's worth 5. And this is where I'm going to get rid of my other Troglodyte and pick up the swordsman. Even though there was another one in here, I'm going to go with Troglodyte instead. So I got my angel. We're at 21 out of 40, so I can't use it just yet. Oh, decisions. Okay, so I'm definitely going to use the angel instead, right? So I think this is going to be my setup here. So notice I'm not even using my Troglodyte. I think when I go to level 8, if I can get the... I prefer either... Yeah, I think I'll probably prefer Manticore or Medusa, and I'll probably get rid of my Troglodyte. Just kind of like systematically get rid of the units that are less useful. And if I can get a second angel, that's going to be really sweet. And I think if I can get a paladin, then I can get my top 4. I can get my front 4. And remember, you can go up to 10. You can go up to 10 levels here. Level 10. But I think what you want to do here in this particular situation is you want to try to go up to 8. 8 is going to probably be where you're going to stay for a while. And if you can get a really, really good team going, like you want to start building up level 3-star units by the time you get to level 8. Once you have them, try to get like some winning streak because you're going to have more coins that way. And then you build up towards level 9, and it's unlikely that you're gonna actually hit level 10, but it's possible. So, all right, we're doing okay now. I think addition of Angel is so helpful. Like that is so cool, and I think Time Stop is a really good spell. Like things that give you crowd control is going to be the type of spells you want. I'm not sure that getting like damage type spells is going to be as important. So here's the thing, right? I don't really play the Charger game. And it can disrupt the back, but I feel like it's going to end up becoming a liability for me. So I'm just going to start pumping into experience. I'm going to try to get to level 8 as quickly as possible now. Like I'm not going to purchase anything unless it's going to be something that I will definitely need. So right now I've got 4 castle, 3 dungeon. When I get to level 8, then I'm going to do 4 castle, 4 dungeon, so I can maximize my faction bonus as much as possible. So my opponent here has a mix of Necro, Castle, Stronghold, and Conflux. What you're gonna find eventually is like, unless they're really high level, like, you know, 3 stars or at least minimum all 2 stars, if you don't get those damage boosts, you're going to end up being at a disadvantage against opponents who have the damage boost. So you can see like my units aren't necessarily as good as theirs, but we're holding our own, right? And it's that giant in the back that's dishing out a ton of damage here. But we're gonna stop his damage output. We're gonna take care of these orcs here, and then we're going to go and defeat the giants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it was 7 on 7, but we're able to come away with a win right here. So that's good. And I'm assuming I can come away with a win. Yes. It would have been bad if I ended up losing there. So those are some interesting names in the match. I haven't actually even paid attention. All right, so we got 7 here. Let's see, what do we have here? So this is an example where I'm not going to spend any coins to pick up any units. Instead, I'm just going to go and directly pump into my experience. So in 2 rounds, I'll be able to get to level 8. All right, so this is where really watching how much you spend on your, how much you spend is, that's a berserker. Watching what you spend is going to be important. Now, you have to really be able to level up too. So I think at level 8 is where I'm going to start letting my coins build up, and I'm going to start rolling for 3 stars. When I say rolling, that means I'm going to refresh like whatever is in my shop. If I don't get anything I need, I'm going to roll for 2 coins, see if there's anything I like, and then try to get a couple of 3 stars there, and hopefully get some 2-star legendaries also, because that's going to be really helpful. Like if I can get 2 angels, I'll probably put that on the board for now until I can get a better upgrade. But so far, it's really close. But I think we have an advantage right now. Right, we're just up against wolves and these orcs at the end. Yeah, so we're doing okay. We're doing fine right now. And just one more round after this, we'll be able to get up to we'll be able to get up to level 8. Yeah, so Mount Fillmore, it is one of the most important things is to manage your timing for when you upgrade and when you level up. And so for me, it's a little different because it costs 5 rather than the 4 that I'm used to. Okay, since I don't have anything right now, I'm gonna go ahead and pump here. I'll go up automatically next round, and I will use 1 roll here to see if I get anything, and I get a swordsman. Right, so I'll pick up the swordsman, right? I think that's what I want. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the swordsman so I can get another 2-star out of it. I might not be able to go for the monk, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually sell my cavalier. I don't need it right now. Like that coin is just kind of wasting space right now, and instead what I can do is I can pick up my monk because I'm still using it, and so I have a chance to get it to 3 stars. So let's go ahead and battle now. And so like you have to really pay attention to like what you're wasting your coins on. Where your coins are being wasted. And so let's see how we're doing. I mean, like we're doing okay right now. Next round, we're going to go up to level 8. And that's where I think we're going to be able to boost up some of our... we're going to be able to get a leg up on our opponents. Hopefully faster. Because like, if you, like you say, right? Like Mount Fenmore, if players aren't really aware of the timing for upgrades, then they might actually end up being much lower level than some of the opponents that they face. Like I'll be level 8. I wouldn't be surprised if I see some that are still at level 6, just because they don't really upgrade quickly enough. Okay, so let's see. We got Ice Elemental here. So Ice Elemental in the beginning, I think early game Ice Elemental is actually really good, because what I've noticed in my first game is that my units kept getting frozen, and because there's just not a lot of units in the first place, having some units being frozen was a very big deal. And so I actually thought that Conflux is actually not a bad faction to go after either, but right now I'm going for Castle because that's a featured faction anyway. So we're doing okay. So we're actually getting into a really good rhythm right here. We got 5-win streak going on right now, so that's good. Our loss was actually because of Our loss was actually because of the boss. Okay, so now we got our 2 2-stars. Okay, and we're at now level 8. So I'm going to hold. Okay, I'm going to hold right now. And I want one more pikeman. So let's go ahead and refresh once. All right, so nothing here. I'm not going to waste all of my coins here. So I'm not going to pick up the druid because it doesn't really add anything to my... it doesn't really add anything here. So what I've got here is I have 3 and 3. So troglodyte for now. For now, I'll put troglodyte in just so that I get the extra. Oh, you know, the thing I forgot is in addition to your faction bonus, there's also class bonus. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit. So there's the class bonus as well, where in addition to just like, you know, hey, all of your castle units get additional damage. I think if you have 2 or more of the same class on the board, you get bonus as well. Again, like I haven't really looked into it too much, so I can't explore it too much. But I noticed that when I put in the troglodyte, my angel and the troglodyte, they both lit up. So that means they got some, they received some bonus for sure. And so we are losing right now, even though, yeah, it was 8 on 8, but we're losing here. So let's take a look at our opponents and see what they have. Let's take this out. Let's take out these guys so that we. No! I wanted to take out that one. I wanted to take out that one guy, because that was 9 damage. So let's see. So we got so they got paladin, swordsman, pikeman, and marksman. So that's 4 right there, and then 2 conflux. Yeah. So my opponent had a pretty good team there. So that was well played there. Berserker is Stronghold Fanatic. I mean, it is a legendary unit, so I feel like I kind of have to pick it up. Okay, I'm gonna roll one more time, see if we can get a. Okay, well, there's a swordsman, so and there's a giant. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to pick out a giant. I'm gonna pick up the swordsman though. Now let's take a look at my units and see what I need to get rid of. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my pikeman because I can almost get 3 stars. I think, how much do I have? I have 0, so I can't pick up. I don't think I need to pick up another Minotaur for now. Do I need a giant? I don't think I need a giant, so I'm gonna go ahead and battle. Like, I would have really loved to do it, but I don't think I can really do that. I've never played with Berserker. So Fanatic, deploy multiple types of Fanatic unit, and we're going to, so having 2 Fanatics increases life drain. I don't think I have another Fanatic here, right? This is Dragon. Interesting. This is very interesting. I have to study this a little bit more. So I haven't never played with Berserker, but I feel like adding Berserker, which is a legendary unit in there, should definitely help. Like, now I'm at the point where my opponents all have a bunch of legendaries, so we're going to have to start building them up as well. And if we can pick up more of those, that'll be really great. Although I do want to make sure I don't roll too much. I want to save up my my coins too. I do need to try to first focus, try to get 3-star. Second focus, we need to start getting to level 9. We need to start thinking about level 9 probably in about 5 rounds, 5-6 rounds, I would say. Depending on how we do here. Like, we might be able to come away with a win here, so that's good. Yeah, and our Berserker dealt the most damage there. So you can take a look and you can see like our Berserker was just like single-handedly dealing the most damage out of all of the units there. Even though it is a... okay, so we got a Beholder, so we got to pick it up. So I think we have a chance to 3-star our Beholder. Okay. You know what? I'm probably going to have to get rid of you. Yeah, I think I did, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to sell my not this guy. I'm gonna sell my troglodyte. I'll pick up the behemoth. I guess I could probably roll in a... This is a 2-star, right? So let's see if this is better than getting rid of the Black Knight. Like, I don't want to get rid of the Black Knight. That's why I'm saying, like, I might need to try to think about getting to level 9 as quickly as possible, because I want to have the 4 lanes here, the top 4 lanes with my defense, or I might not really need my Behemoth. I was just thinking Behemoth and Berserker might help, because I'm gonna be able to give them a little bit of a damage boost there. What is my Berserker attacking up on top? I couldn't even see it. But we've already lost 2 of our units though, so not sure if that is... Let's see. And yeah, we're probably most likely gonna lose. Like, we can't break through that Earth Elemental. Hypergaming. Is that the name of my opponent? So let's see. We're gonna be that's 4 units. We're gonna be taking at least 10 damage probably, right? 8. Okay. So let's take a look at the stats here again. So again, our Berserker's doing well, Monk's doing well, Angel's doing okay, Behemoth is okay. Our Swordsman and Minotaur, like my Swordsman, I'm getting it to 3-star, so that's going to be very helpful. Minotaur, I'm working toward it. Behemoth, I'm not sure that was necessarily the right play. Like, I think I might put back the Black Dragon, because I think it might be better for me. Ah, there's another dragon. Here's the Pikeman. So there's the Pikeman. That is now at 3 stars, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and start pumping some experience into it. Let's go ahead and battle. So now we have our 3-star Pikeman. I think I'm going to go ahead and replace it here. So you can see a 3-star unit has a lot different... Oh, I should have gotten rid of my Marksman. I didn't even realize it was sitting there. Okay, I'll get rid of my Marksman, and then my next target is going to be the Swordsman. Trading out a lower unit for better. Oh, that's what you meant by the interesting choice. Yeah, like, I was just kind of thinking, like, what would be, you know, should I go with the synergy or not? I don't think that was necessarily the right choice. I think having a higher tier unit is always going to be a little bit more beneficial, especially if you're able to get some bonus with it as well. And I would assume that with my Black Dragon, if I can find one of the other dragons, we'll get some synergy as well, like Green Dragon, Bone Dragon. Although Bone Dragon is Necro, so I'm not really getting any benefits for it here. Come on, let's do this. And we're doing... So we walked through 2 Dendros, 2 Bone Dragons, and a Berserker. And we're going to be able to get through their Leprechaun and Green Dragon. And we have 1 win streak. Our Berserker continues to be the MVP here. Okay, so we don't need any more Pikemen. We don't need any more Pikemen. I'm going to go ahead and just continue to pump in. So we need 50. We need 50 to get to level 9. If I can get to level 9, that'll be good. Like, along the way, I think we'll probably be able to get our Swordsman to 3-star. Need to sell my... This is the boss level. I need to sell my Marksman. I need to sell my Marksman. Okay, so let's hope that we can defeat the boss here. There's just 2 Earth Elementals. Although this reminds me of, like, the thing that's different here is that they don't have that special ability where they basically jump and land and take out the entire team like they do in the Underground or in the Adventures, in the maps. So you can still take them out. You're not looking forward to seeing Leprechaun behind a paywall in the future. Yeah, that's the sort of the only thing that I am a little bit disappointed about is, like, all these fun units that you can play with are now they're all behind paywalls. Like, hardly anything that are interesting nowadays you can get by itself, right? Ooh, I can get a 2-star Orc, but I'm probably not gonna do that. Let's just keep going up. Okay, let's do level 20. So we're looking for I'm gonna go ahead and sell marksman because I don't use it, and that gives me 6. I'm gonna go up again, so we're gonna go to 25. We're gonna look for swordsman as we go up. Thanks, Jason Fox. Thanks for joining and for catching the stream here. Hope to see you around for more future ones. But this is definitely, I'm doing so much better this time than my previous game. I was just getting like demolished near the mid game. Like I was doing okay. I was actually doing really well in the early game, but then my mid game is where I struggle a lot. And so I'm actually doing better now. You know, seeing Tazar here made me realize I haven't really actually seen any fortress factions. Like I haven't seen any fortress factions. I wonder if that's going to show up a little bit later. Yeah, so we're doing okay now, and so this is where like you don't get distracted. So at this point, like you don't want to get distracted. Like seeing Green Dragon is going to definitely be like very tempting to get, but it doesn't do. Does it not do anything? I guess it has dragon, right? I would assume it has dragon. So what does dragon do? So dragon will increase the unit damage of only dragon units by 10%. But given that I'm not really playing a dragon heavy team, I'm not going to focus on that. So I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to pump into experience. Like I said, the goal here is we're targeting level 9 at this point. Targeting level 9, and we're targeting 3-star 3-star swordsman, and if we can get any like 2-star angel or 2-star berserker, that's actually going to be huge. Like legendary units being at 2 stars usually is already super powerful, and if you can get it to 3 stars, that's like almost game over. Like you hardly ever see 3-star legendary units, like at least in regular auto chess games. Like generally it's like the game's over by that point. I haven't seen a single Naga. I did all tower in my first game, so I got a bunch of Naga, but this time around, like I haven't seen any. But I did see a bunch of airship, and I don't have airship. That's one unit I really like to play because my main faction is tower / dungeon, but I don't have airship because, well, it's behind a paywall, so I don't have it. Okay, so we are on we're on a streak, so we might, like, the goal here is like, let's see if we can get to level 50. So round 50 is our goal. And where are we right now? We're at 32. Okay, so there's another black dragon. Awesome. So we can get this black dragon, and that's going to move us closer to a 2-star black dragon. So now let's take a look, right? So we got 1, 2, 3. It might actually be better to do this, right? I'm gonna get. So I'm not really missing out on my dungeon bonus, because having 3 is the same as having 2. Like unless you have 4, you're not really missing out. So having 2 black dragons here, I think, is going to be actually better for me than a 2-star Minotaur. But if my Minotaur can get to like 3 stars, then that's going to be a different story. But my 3-star pikeman is going to start doing, like, it has been doing work for me too, which is really good. But really, the pickup of Berserker surprisingly did super well. Like it is a big surprise for me. Okay, let's take out the Naga here, and then we're going to be able to get through the back line, and that's going to be good. So we're doing well. This is definitely a good mid game for us right now. And if we can get to level 9 before anybody else, that's going to be a big difference maker. So like at this stage of the game, if you can get good synergy, having that 1 extra unit to sort of, you know, complete your synergy is going to give you that much of an edge. So we're gonna have to think about what we need to do here, because even though we're at 8 here, we're actually, you know, finding ourselves slightly, I mean, like, I'm still losing more health than I would like to see. Okay, so let's see. We're now at 38. So a couple more rounds and we will get there. So I'm not going to roll just yet, because with just 4 coins, there's no reason to. So let's keep going. I wonder if there's like a fast Like, I'm gonna try something. I'm also curious if I can like skip. I don't want to lose, but I wonder like if I were to press skip, whether there's gonna be like a fast mode. So like, what would this do? Oh, there's a fast mode. So if you don't want to see all of your matches, you could do a fast mode. Then you just kind of go through right there. So we lost there. I kind of expected that. So let's take a look at the stats. Because Psychic Elemental, Berserker, Beholder, 3 stars. Medusa 2-star, Troglodyte 3-star. So this is where having more stars is going to become more important. 3-star Harpy, right? So we've got 3 units that are 3 stars. So this opponent of mine had some really good units there. Okay, so we're at 9. Let's go ahead and upgrade. 44. So after next round, we're gonna be at 45. Then I'll go up to level 9. So let's go ahead and battle here. Okay, so I think next round, I'm probably gonna sell my. I don't know if I should, but I'm considering selling my behemoth here. Okay, so after about like playing for an hour, or actually probably like closer to 2 at this point, here's a tip: you could skip. You could actually skip, but like I do enjoy this aspect of like just kind of seeing the interactions of the units right here. So for the purpose of the stream, like I did that one time for skip, but if you're playing on your own, you could probably start skipping so you can save a lot of time here. But I'm kind of, my interest is in seeing like the interactions here and seeing where I need to improve my synergies and my units. And so far, like, you know, I haven't changed my setup at all because I'm hyper focused on leveling up. But at level 9, I think you're going to start seeing me roll a lot more aggressively for those 3 stars. Like you notice that my opponent earlier with the 3 units that are 3 stars, like even at 9 units, I'm going to lose to those 3 stars. So I'm going to be able to get there this round. And so we're going to see how we do with our units here. So let's see, Troglodyte sold already, Centaur I don't need, Sprite I don't need, Fire Elemental I don't need. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to level 9. Oh my gosh, I thought you could deploy 10. That's my bad. I said 10 because I saw that you could go up to level 9, but I can still only deploy 8. What is this? I cannot manual. Okay, so hold on a second. You're telling me that at level 9 I can't actually do anything? So what's the point of leveling up with all the experience? Did it give me more health? Like I can't deploy more than 8? Okay, so scratch all that. I can't deploy more than 8. I thought you can deploy more than 8. I made an assumption, so scratch all of the things I said. Now we got to really think about it. So that means, yeah, we're going to go ahead and play this. So like the manual is locked because all the spells auto casted. And I can't get rid of the auto fights. Yeah, so like this is locked and I can't see, all the spells are locked and the fighting is locked also. Okay, so this changes everything. Like I feel like had I known, well, now I do, but I felt like they should have just capped you right at level 8 instead of allowing you to continue to pump experience into it, because it made me think that, oh, I can get to level 9. It's just that I didn't personally get to level 9 in my first game, and so I thought you could, right? And so if you stuck with me up until this point in the stream, then you've learned something. But otherwise people are going to say, oh, you can get to level 10. I'm spreading false information. Alright, so we win here, but I still don't see what's the, I mean, like, besides just wasting your coins, which I would never recommend, I don't know why you would want to put any experience into it anymore. So I'm just gonna wait and see now. It's like, yeah, I can still go up. I don't know why. Okay, well, here's a Berserker, so I'm gonna pick that up. Here's a Monk and a Beholder, so all of these units I need, so I'm gonna pick that up. And I guess we're just gonna keep going, right? 2 Berserkers. Oh wow. Okay, so what do I replace here? I feel like the Berserker is going to do tons of work for me. Let's take a look and see what happens if I get rid of the Monk. Like now I kind of have to think. I don't know if level 10 is where I can go with an extra unit, or if this is really it. I don't understand this. So now we do have this limit where we have, you know, we can only use 8 units. So I'm gonna have to play around with our units here. But I wonder if having 2 berserkers would have helped. But we're definitely doing okay. Do I get a boost if I go with the feature faction? I think you get something. I can't remember exactly what it is. That's the reason why I kind of chose the castle units. I think you get a description of what you get. I don't remember exactly what it is. Okay, so I tried with 2 berserkers. They both lost. Like putting 2 of the same units doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to do much better, because keep in mind when you use the same units on the board, you're not getting that, like having two berserkers, that's the only stronghold, doesn't give you the stronghold bonus. Same thing with having 2 black dragons. Just I put them there because they're both legendary units. Okay, so I'm gonna start rolling that. I'm gonna start rolling for my 3 stars. Right, I need. I'm not gonna pick you. Okay, I'll get. What's my units at right now? How many Minotaurs do I have? Just a single one. I'm not even sure that I'm gonna go with Minotaur, to be honest with you, but I'll pick it up. The interesting about this particular game is that you can have an unlimited number of units as long as you have only 11 different types. But other than that, you can have, you know, like as many of the same type of units as you want. Oh, I should have taken out that. I think putting monk in there was better. Mystic Domain. So I think Mystic Domain is actually better against units that are like casters, right? Because it silences them. So I normally would cast Mystic Domain in the back row, but I always see the AI casting Mystic Domain in the front row, which I don't think is as useful. There you go. Now you cast it in the back, and then like my angel got silenced, so my angel will not be able to resurrect if needed. So like that's more effective. We're probably gonna lose here, aren't we? That bone dragon in the back is taking up my black dragon. And the lich. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. So how many is that? That's probably going to be another 8 damage or so. So our health is going to be at about 50 at this point. 47, oh less. 39. Okay, so we're getting down there. Our health is getting down there now. Black Knight, not needed. I just need one more. And now I get the Paladin. Okay. So I have Paladin. I'm going to get the Paladin. Let's go ahead and battle. Let's switch this out a little bit. Let's switch this out a little bit. So we're going to put the Paladin in instead of the Black Knight. So that gives us our 4. I think this is better. And I'm going to put in my Monk. I mean, this gives us 5, right? So 1, 2. I don't have another. I think this actually might be a little bit better. Until my swordsman is at 3 stars, I think this might be a little bit better.